Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how you can beat the second stage of the Seize Victory, utilize the Spirit Bomb event that has been added to DBZ Dokkan as a part of the 8th anniversary. Now in this one it's a little bit different to the Kid Buu event. In the Kid Buu event, the goal was to nuke him in the first turn. Essentially, you wanted to do so much damage that you could basically kill him in one blow, and this would end the event. Now, this one's a little bit different in that Omega Shenron will go through two phases. He will have the first phase, where he has so much minus energy that you cannot deal damage to him. You're going to have to whittle away at this energy by using super attacks. And then he will have his second phase, where he will enter a nuking countdown, and once he reaches 0, he will launch a huge attack that does incredible damage. I also believe it cannot be dodged, however that could be corrected. So it's a pretty tough event. The best thing to do here is to utilize a GT Heroes team, and to utilize the physical Goku GT. Now you're going to need a couple things to set him up properly. First, you're going to need the Deborah Cookie support item. This is a support item that changes orbs to physical orbs, as well as giving you an additional attack boost per orb that you obtain. The second thing you're going to need is a support memory. This support memory can be any support memory, as long as it gives Goku a boost around the 4th or 5th turn. Ideally, it should be at least 10%. It's just a little boost, but anything you can get at this point will help you. The physical Goku GT that I'm using in this video is a 1 dupe unit, so 69% in the hidden potential system, and he is obviously a little bit link leveled. We're talking around link levels 4 to 5 in most of the links. And I'm only mentioning this because it actually does matter. You also want to build your Goku into crit, as you're going to need a critical hit to score the necessary damage. Now Goku needs to do 30 million damage. That doesn't mean he needs to have a 30 million attack stat. He needs to actually do 30 million damage to the boss, and the easiest way to do this is to get around 36 million, but with a crit. The crit is very crucial as you don't have type advantage. Now there are other ways to do this. You can use, for example, the Spirit Bomb duo. You can use the combination of the GT Spirit Bomb duo, and you can use the Buu Saga Spirit Bomb duo. You can use whichever combination of units you like. However, I do suggest that you try your best with whatever setup you can. This one works best for me because I find that it provides the most consistent setup. It only took me around 4 or 5 attempts to get Goku in the correct setup to do his damage. Not to mention Goku's been out for a while, so most players hopefully have him with a dupe, which is, I wouldn't say, is probably necessary, in all honesty, to do this event. But once you whittle down the boss's minus energy, you will then put him into the nuking phase. Now it's important that you have Goku line up for this nuking phase, and it's important that you set him up with the B-Pan free-to-play LR, as her active skill is going to be a very large source of his damage, which is very, very important. Once you've got everything set up, then you're basically good to go. The only real thing you can do to kind of set up is to miss super attacks. So if you notice the boss is getting too low, and you don't want him to obviously proc the next turn, you can miss a couple super attacks if possible, and this could be one of the few ways that you can set yourself up to make your life a little bit easier. But yeah, beyond that, really nothing too crazy. Once he's into the attack phase, this is where you need your setup to be. So ideally you'll have B-Pan, GT Goku, and a support. Can be any support, can be Bulla, can be literally any support as long as they're around 30%, 30-40%. And what you're going to rely on here is the changing of orbs. Now to do this you're going to use the Deborah Cookie item. Now you basically need a full field of orbs. So you can see here I didn't get a full field of orbs, and Goku's just not going to be able to do enough damage. He's going to get pretty high, but he's not going to have enough damage. And it's important that you have enough damage. Basically you need to hit the full field of orbs to be able to complete all of the missions. Remember, you have to do more than 30 million in total. So you can see here 28 million attack stat works out to about 16 million damage. So you're going to definitely need the crit. And here you can see the much more suitable setup. All of the orbs achieved, of course, and of course we have the correct sports on rotation. And now we're going to get the crit that we needed. And so the stars do have to align a little bit, but that's not so bad. You can very easily build a 1-dupe Goku into some decent crit chance with gear. Given some attack gear, link level him to 4 or 5 links, and then the rest will take care of itself. It won't take you too long to get things done. And there you go, 33.6 million, so a little bit of a gap to clear it with, and all good and dandy. So that is both of these Spirit Bomb events done without either of these Spirit Bomb units. Hopefully this helps you guys out. If you want any alternative builds, I can come up with some and let you know. But until then, bye.